What if the strongest woman on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta just shattered in front of millions? Tonight, Rasheeda, the boss chick we've watched fight for her marriage, defend her brand, and hold down Kirk Frost through endless scandals, finally broke down. Tears, anger, betrayal, and the secret that pushed her over the edge. A shocking revelation that Kirk has been hiding another child with Jasmine. And this time, the truth didn't come out behind closed doors. It exploded live, raw, and unfiltered for the whole world to see. Fans are stunned. Cast members are whispering about permanent damage. And insiders say this could be the scandal that ends Rasheeda and Kirk forever. But the biggest twist? This leak wasn't an accident. Someone wanted this exposed. So who set them up? And why did Rasheeda's entire world collapse on camera? For years, the saga of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost has been one of the most compelling storylines in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Fans have watched the two battle through betrayal, accusations, and jaw-dropping secrets that could tear any marriage apart. But somehow, against all odds, Rasheeda stood tall. She carried herself like a queen, defended her family, and tried to protect her empire while critics laughed at her for staying with Kirk after his infamous cheating scandal. But what nobody expected was that just when the couple seemed to be finally finding peace, the past would come crashing back in the most humiliating way imaginable. A bombshell that wasn't whispered in the streets, wasn't hinted at in blogs, but was instead blasted across social media live. Thousands tuned in. Millions rewatched. And at the center of it all was Rasheeda, crying, broken, blindsided. The drama traces back to Kirk's involvement with Jasmine Washington, the woman who once turned the Frost household upside down. Years ago, Jasmine accused Kirk of fathering her son, and after paternity tests, messy confrontations, and endless fights, it seemed like the situation had been settled. The world moved on. Or so everyone thought. But insiders say Jasmine had been sitting on another secret, one that she allegedly warned Kirk about in private. She claimed there was another child, a younger one, who shared his blood. Kirk, terrified of losing Rasheeda forever. LHHATL denied it, buried the whispers, and hoped the scandal would never surface. Fast forward to now, and the entire situation has erupted in the ugliest way possible. According to producers close to LHHATL, a mysterious clip appeared during a cast member's Instagram Live. The short video showed Jasmine in what looked like a heated phone conversation, shouting, "You think you can ignore this forever? The baby is yours, Kirk." What made it worse? The screen then flipped to a child around toddler age with strikingly familiar features. Fans in the comments immediately began flooding the chat. "He looks just like Kirk. Rasheeda can't take this anymore. Not another baby. Lord have mercy." Rasheeda was reportedly filming a sponsored fashion segment when her phone started blowing up with notifications. At first, she brushed it off, assuming it was another rumor swirling around her marriage. But when she opened the live stream and saw the comments exploding with Kirk's name, Jasmine's voice, and the image of the child, she froze. Witnesses say her hands began trembling, her eyes watered, and she whispered, "Not again. Please, not again." What makes this even more shocking is the timing. Just weeks earlier, Rasheeda and Kirk had been presenting themselves as stronger than ever. They were working together on their business ventures, celebrating family milestones, and even teasing that their marriage had reached a new level of trust. To see Rasheeda blindsided again felt like a cruel twist straight out of a scripted tragedy. But make no mistake, this wasn't scripted. The pain on her face was real, and the betrayal cut deep. Fans who watched the chaos unfold live said it was like watching someone's entire world crumble in real time. Rasheeda, who has always prided herself on keeping her composure, couldn't hide it. She broke down, wiping away tears while people in the room scrambled to comfort her. Someone even tried to snatch her phone away to stop her from seeing the flood of comments, but the damage was already done. Now the question everyone's asking is, was this an intentional setup? Who leaked this clip, and why now? Some speculate Jasmine herself planned the timing, tired of being ignored and wanting the truth out no matter the cost. Others whisper about a cast member with a grudge, someone who wanted to destroy Rasheeda's image and stir chaos for the show's ratings. And then there are those who believe Kirk himself may have slipped, perhaps through a careless message or a quiet confession that found its way into the wrong hands. Whatever the case, Rasheeda's pain was broadcast for the world to see, and the fallout has been immediate. Fans are torn between sympathy and criticism, with some praising her strength for standing by Kirk all these years, while others accuse her of allowing herself to be humiliated over and over. Social media is ablaze with hashtags, like hashtag pray for RASHEED, hashtag KirkDidadetta, and hashtag LHHATL scandal. And if you think this is the end of the story, think again. Because what started as one leaked clip is quickly spiraling into a storm of new accusations. Behind the scenes, betrayals, and whispers of cast members preparing to switch alliances. The only certainty, this secret child revelation isn't just another storyline. It's a turning point for Rasheeda, for Kirk, for Jasmine, and for the entire Love and Hip Hop Atlanta universe. The moment the live stream clip spread, all hell broke loose. What should have been just another messy rumor in the LHHATL world turned into a full-blown catastrophe that threatened to rip apart not only Rasheeda and Kirk's marriage, but also the entire cast dynamic. Producers scrambled to contain the situation, but it was too late. By the time the stream ended, Twitter was flooded. Instagram was drowning in reposts, and YouTube channels were already dissecting the video frame by frame. Meme pages compared side-by-side pictures of Kirk and the alleged child, pointing out identical eyes, the same smirk, even the shape of his forehead. The resemblance was so uncanny that fans started calling the toddler Kirk, Jr., before the Frosts even had a chance to respond. For Rasheeda, the humiliation was unbearable. According to a close source, she locked herself in her dressing room for nearly an hour, sobbing uncontrollably and repeating, "I can't go through this again. I can't survive another scandal." She was surrounded by castmates, some offering comfort, others secretly recording snippets to leak later. That's the cruel reality of reality TV. Your breakdown isn't just yours, it's content. Kirk, on the other hand, went into damage control mode. He allegedly tried calling Jasmine immediately, demanding to know why the video surfaced. Witnesses say he was pacing, his voice shaking with rage, yelling, "You promised me this wouldn't come out." But Jasmine wasn't backing down. Insiders say she fired back. "You thought you could hide forever, Kirk. Now the world knows." And here's where the first twist hits. People expected Jasmine to deny, to backpedal, to at least soften the blow for the sake of her own reputation. Instead, she doubled down. Hours after the live stream clip leaked, Jasmine went on her own Instagram page and posted a cryptic message. "The truth always comes to light. Don't be mad at me, be mad at the lies you told." Attached was a blurred photo of a toddler's hand holding what looked like Kirk's watch, the same luxury piece he'd worn during several recent LHHATL tapings. Fans erupted, claiming it was undeniable proof. Others accused Jasmine of manipulating the situation for clout. But one thing was certain, but the biggest twist, a leaked production note suggests Jasmine isn't acting alone. Rumors are swirling that another cast member, one with a personal vendetta against Rasheeda, may have helped push the clip out at the worst possible time. The theory is that Jasmine provided the footage, but it was a cast rival who timed the release to coincide with Rasheeda's live segment, guaranteeing maximum humiliation. Fans are already pointing fingers. Could it have been Sierra, who's had her share of tension with Rasheeda in the past? Or was it someone even closer, like Carly Red, who thrives on stirring chaos and delivering receipts? Whoever it was, the plan worked. Rasheeda's image of strength has been shattered. Kirk is backed into a corner. Jasmine has reclaimed the spotlight. And the show's fan base is more divided than ever. By the end of that night, Hashtags like hashtag another frost baby, hashtag RASHEED, deserves better, and hashtag Team Jasmine were trending nationwide. Blogs declared this the biggest LHHATL scandal since the Stevie J and Joe's Line era. Even celebrities outside the show weighed in, with some rappers posting cryptic tweets about loyalty and fake families, which only added more fuel to the fire. The first twist was clear. This wasn't just about a child. It was about betrayal, exposure, and someone deliberately choosing the perfect moment to break Rasheeda down. And the scariest part? Insiders say this is only the beginning. More footage, more messages, and more shocking evidence are waiting in the shadows, ready to explode at the worst possible time. If part 2 was the explosion, part 3 is the aftermath of the blast. By the next morning, the entire Love and Hip Hop Atlanta universe was in chaos. What had started as one leaked video spiraled into a war of receipts, accusations, and confrontations so intense that even producers admitted they were scared of how far things might go. The first escalation came when Jasmine dropped the biggest receipt of all, a birth certificate. Screenshots surfaced online, allegedly showing her child's paperwork with Kirk's last name typed clearly in the father's section. Whether it was authentic or not didn't matter. The internet treated it as gospel. Blogs reposted it within minutes. Headlines screamed confirmed. Kirk has another baby. And Rasheeda's name was dragged into every single post. Rasheeda, already devastated, went silent on social media. That silence only fueled speculation. Fans begged her to speak, while trolls mocked her for being the forever forgiving wife. Some even turned her past interviews into memes, replaying clips where she defended Kirk, writing captions like, "Sis, look at you now." It was brutal. And insiders say Rasheeda felt like the whole world was laughing at her pain. But things escalated even further when a mysterious DM thread leaked to the Shade Room. The messages allegedly showed Kirk begging Jasmine months ago not to expose the child. In one chilling screenshot, Kirk supposedly wrote, "If Rasheeda finds out, I lose everything. Please don't do this. I'll take care of you quietly." Jasmine's alleged reply, "I'm tired of being a secret." Fans went wild. If the texts were real, it meant Kirk had been lying not only to Rasheeda, but to the public, all while putting up the front of a reformed husband. The shocking reveal didn't stop there. During filming, Rasheeda confronted Kirk with the receipts, demanding answers. Sources say she held her phone up, voice trembling but sharp. "So, what's this? Huh? Is this your idea of protecting me?" Begging her behind my back. Kirk stammered, insisting the screenshots were fake, but his body language betrayed him. He couldn't look Rasheeda in the eyes. He kept rubbing his head, sighing heavily, repeating, I can explain. But the explanations never came. Meanwhile, Jasmine was unapologetic. She went live once again, smirking at the camera, saying, "Y'all can hate me if you want, but lies don't last forever. I told him the baby was his. He chose to hide. That's not on me." Fans noticed she looked confident, even rehearsed, as if she had been waiting for this moment. One commenter wrote, "She's not scared. She's ready." And then came the most shocking part of all, a surprise ally. Out of nowhere, Carly Red entered the chat. Known for her messy streak and love for chaos, Carly went on IG Live and claimed she had known about this baby for months. "I told Rasheeda to watch her back," she declared. "Kirk ain't as clean as he tries to act. Jasmine told me herself, and I believed her." But nobody wanted to listen. The revelation sent fans into a frenzy. If Carly really knew, it meant this secret was circulating in the cast long before it exploded publicly. And that begged the question, who else knew? Was this betrayal bigger than just Kirk and Jasmine? Back on set, Rasheeda finally snapped. Witnesses say she hurled a glass across the room, screaming, "You humiliated me for the last time, Kirk. I don't care about cameras. I don't care about the show. I'm done." She stormed out, leaving crew members stunned and castmates whispering about whether this was the true end of her marriage. The escalation didn't just shake Rasheeda and Kirk, it rippled across the entire LHHATL cast. Erica Mena allegedly tried to insert herself into the drama, claiming she had more receipts about Kirk's sneaky behavior. Yandy was caught in the middle, torn between defending her friend and trying not to get dragged into another messy war. Sierra, meanwhile, allegedly muttered off camera, "I knew this season was going to be fire, but this is nuclear." Fans watching all of this unfold online felt like they were living inside a soap opera. Hashtags like #KirkExposed, #JasmineWins, and #poor, RASHEEDA dominated the trending lists. Some fans swore Rasheeda needed to leave Kirk immediately, while others cynically claimed she would forgive him again. Because Rasheeda always forgives. But the most jaw-dropping moment came when another insider leak suggested Jasmine wasn't the only woman Kirk had been sneaking around with. An anonymous tip claimed there were 2 more women who might come forward with similar stories. While unconfirmed, the very idea left Rasheeda shaken to her core by the end of the week. What had started as a single leaked video had ballooned into a full-scale scandal threatening to collapse marriages, friendships, and even the structure of the show itself. And through it all, Rasheeda remained silent. Her only move being to unfollow Kirk on Instagram, a small action, but one that spoke louder than any statement. The shocking reveal was undeniable. Kirk may have another child. He may have begged Jasmine in secret, and he may have been lying to Rasheeda for years. And now the entire world was watching to see what Rasheeda would do next. The scandal didn't just stay in Atlanta. Within 24 hours, it became a nationwide conversation. Blogs, gossip sites, talk shows, and even mainstream outlets couldn't resist the drama. Everyone wanted a piece of the story, and everyone had something to say. On Twitter, hashtags dominated the trending page. #Pray for RASHEEDA, #KirkFrostExposed, and #Jasmine was right. Fans were split down the middle. Some sympathized with Rasheeda, calling her the strongest woman on reality TV for enduring years of betrayal. Others mocked her, saying she had signed up for the circus by staying with Kirk so long. Memes popped up comparing her to women in soap operas who never learned their lesson, with captions like, "Rasheeda at this point is auditioning for Days of Our Lives." Instagram was even more ruthless. Influencers and comedians made parody skits of the scandal, reenacting Rasheeda's tears, Jasmine's smirk, and Kirk's infamous silence. One clip with millions of views showed a comedian wearing a fake Kirk beard, pacing nervously while someone off-camera yelled, "The baby yours, Kirk." The comments were filled with laughing emojis, but also genuine heartbreak from fans who hated to see Rasheeda dragged through public humiliation yet again. Then the celebrity reactions started pouring in. Cardi B went on live shaking her head and saying, "Nah, this ain't right. Rasheeda is a queen. Kirk, you wildin'. How are you going to keep disrespecting her like that? That woman deserves better." Her comments immediately went viral, with fans praising her for defending RASHEEDA. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, never one to miss a chance at trolling, posted a meme of Kirk with the caption, "When Maury says you are the father." Again, the post racked up hundreds of thousands of likes in minutes. Some laughed, others criticized him for making light of Rasheeda's pain. Inside the hip-hop industry, the scandal stirred even deeper conversations. Radio hosts debated whether Rasheeda's loyalty to Kirk had hurt her career. One DJ on Hot 97 claimed, "She's a boss chick, but she's letting this man drag her brand down every season. How many times can you rebuild an image?" Others defended her, saying her resilience made her more relatable and beloved by fans. Even former cast members of LHHATL chimed in. Joe's line, the industry fallout didn't stop at opinions. Brands tied to Rasheeda's fashion ventures reportedly expressed concern about the negative publicity. One insider leaked that a major retailer she had been negotiating with was now reconsidering their partnership until the scandal cooled down. This was more than just personal pain, it was business sabotage. Meanwhile, Jasmine began leaning into her new role as the villain-turned-truffler. She started gaining thousands of new followers overnight. People who once hated her were now applauding her courage for speaking out. On TikTok, fans even started using her audio clip, "The baby is yours, Kirk," as a viral sound for reaction videos. The pressure mounted on Kirk, who tried to stay silent at first but eventually posted a vague statement. "Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Real men handle their business privately. I'll speak when the time is right." Instead of calming things down, the post backfired. Fans accused him of gaslighting, dodging accountability, and once again making Rasheeda look like the fool while he tried to protect himself. And then came the industry bombshell. The mastermind behind Love and Hip Hop reportedly called an emergency meeting with producers. According to leaks, she demanded they maximize the moment but also warned them not to push Rasheeda too far, fearing she might actually quit the show. Losing Rasheeda, the franchise's backbone, would be devastating. But Mona knew one thing: this scandal was ratings gold. Public opinion reached a fever pitch when Wendy Williams, during a guest hosting spot, addressed the drama on daytime TV. "Rasheeda, if you're watching, girl, leave him. You're gorgeous, talented, successful. Why are you crying over a man who keeps embarrassing you?" The studio audience clapped, cheered, and even chanted, "Leave him." The clip circulated everywhere, making Rasheeda's silence even louder. But perhaps the most surprising reaction came from Rasheeda's own son, Kai. He allegedly posted, then quickly deleted an Instagram story saying, "Enough is enough. I'm tired of seeing my mom hurt. Some of y'all don't understand how deep this cuts. Families shouldn't go through this." That brief post sent shockwaves, proving this wasn't just entertainment. Real lives, real emotions, and real families were being torn apart in the music industry. Whispers began that Kirk's credibility was shot. Some artists reportedly canceled planned collaborations, saying they didn't want to be associated with someone whose name was synonymous with scandal. A well-known Atlanta rapper allegedly told producers, "Kirk don't bring respect no more. He brings mess." The public and industry reactions made one thing crystal clear: this wasn't just another Love and Hip Hop storyline. This was a cultural moment, the kind that would be remembered, debated, and memed for years. And with every voice weighing in, from celebrities to comedians to fans across the globe, the pressure on Rasheeda grew heavier by the second. But here's the twist. Insiders claim Rasheeda isn't just sitting back. She's quietly preparing her next move, one that could flip the entire scandal upside down. Some say she's planning a bombshell confession of her own. Others claim she's secretly working with producers to expose the real mastermind behind the leak. Whatever it is, the industry is holding its breath, because if Rasheeda finally snaps back, it won't just be Kirk or Jasmine in the firing line. It'll be everyone who had a hand in her humiliation, just when everyone thought the scandal had reached its peak. The final twist turned the entire saga upside down for days. Rasheeda had stayed silent, no statements, no interviews, no Instagram lives. Fans assumed she was too broken to fight back. But insiders say her silence wasn't weakness. It was strategy. Behind the scenes, Rasheeda was gathering her own receipts. And when she finally spoke, she didn't just defend herself. She detonated a bomb that left the cast, the industry, and even viewers gasping. During a private dinner scene that was supposed to be calm, Rasheeda allegedly dropped the ultimate card on Kirk. She revealed that she had known about something for months, not the child itself, but the whispers, the late-night calls, the strange financial transactions. According to insiders, Rasheeda pulled out her phone, showing screenshots of money transfers from Kirk to Jasmine that he never disclosed. She looked him dead in the eye and said, "You didn't just lie to me, Kirk. You funded her life behind my back. And you thought I wouldn't find out." The room went silent. Even producers froze. Kirk's face drained of color, and here's the kicker. Rasheeda didn't stop there. She turned the tables by hinting that Kirk wasn't the only one with secrets. "You think you're the only one who can play this game?" She snapped. "You embarrass me in public, and you expect me to sit pretty. Maybe it's time the world knows what I've been holding back to. What does that mean? Insiders are buzzing that Rasheeda may have her own shocking revelation, possibly involving a close friend who stepped in during her darkest times. Could Rasheeda be hinting at an emotional or even romantic connection outside of her marriage? Fans are already speculating wildly. Meanwhile, Jasmine isn't backing down either. Just as Rasheeda's confrontation started making waves, Jasmine allegedly teased on social media that she has more proof. She hinted at unreleased videos, photos, and even voice recordings of Kirk acknowledging the child. If she releases them, Kirk's denials will collapse completely. The cliffhanger grew even deeper when Mona Scott-Young herself was spotted at filming sessions, something she rarely does unless the stakes are sky-high. According to whispers, Mona is considering turning this scandal into a full multi-episode arc. With the final reveal being saved for the season finale, fans are already calling it the biggest LHHATL cliffhanger in history. Will Rasheeda finally leave Kirk for good? Will Jasmine drop the ultimate receipt and force Kirk to admit the child publicly? And most dangerously, will Rasheeda's mysterious secret of her own flip the entire scandal upside down, putting Kirk in the hot seat while reshaping her image as not just the victim, but the one holding the final power? The cameras cut there, leaving audiences screaming at their screens. No resolution. No closure. Just the gut punch of knowing the story is far from over. The only certainty: this isn't the end of Rasheeda and Kirk's saga. It's the beginning of a new, darker chapter, one that threatens to burn down not just their marriage, but the entire Love and Hip-Hop Atlanta legacy. And now we're left with a question that's haunting every fan of Love and Hip-Hop Atlanta. Where does Rasheeda go from here? After years of standing by Kirk, after countless humiliations and betrayals, is this finally the breaking point? Or will she shock us all once again by finding a way to forgive? And what about Jasmine? Will she keep pushing, keep dropping receipts until the truth can't be denied? Or is she just chasing the spotlight, willing to tear down anyone in her way for a few more minutes of fame? But perhaps the biggest twist is the one we haven't seen yet. Rasheeda's warning about her own secret left fans buzzing. What could she possibly be hiding? Could it flip the entire narrative on its head? And most importantly, will the next reveal destroy Kirk, or will it destroy her? One thing is certain: this story is nowhere near finished. The tears, the betrayal, the whispers of revenge. It's the kind of drama that doesn't just stay on TV. It takes over social media, news cycles, and the culture itself. And we will be right here breaking it all down for you: every leaked video, every cryptic post, every confrontation that leaves fans gasping. So don't just watch, be part of the conversation. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should Rasheeda finally walk away? Do you believe Jasmine's receipts? And what do you think Rasheeda's secret could be? Hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and share this video with every LHHATL fan you know. Because trust me, the next chapter in this saga is going to be even more explosive, and you don't want to miss a second of it.